Hello and welcome, Inspired Podcast community. I'm so glad you are here. I brought another interview guest today, and this is Cherrian. Wow.
Hello.
Hi. And
Hi.
I want to tell the podcast community how we met. It is, we can explain this. It happened this year. We met
Yeah,
through the Napoleon Hill Institute, and we met in person in September in Los Angeles at
that was
Jamaica
awesome.
event. Yes, this was very powerful. We had a 3 days event, and we learned so much about thinking and grow rich, and really thinking and grow.
Yes.
Yes, these are.
And implementing, not just thinking, implementing. Yes.
Oh yeah, implementing. And I just want to mention the book titles: Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill and Can You Really Think and Grow Rich by Rami El-Batravi. And then I have the pleasure to ask you if you can introduce yourself.
Okay. So my name is Cherrian Angela Chin, or Cherrian. It's just a name. Thank you. I live in Astoria, Oregon. I was born in Jamaica, but I grew up in New York. And I kind of had an international life because after college, I went to live in Asia and I got married in Asia and had 2 children in Asia. And now I'm back in the US. So I started out as a visual art student, and I am currently living and working in Astoria, Oregon.
Yeah.
And I'm totally into personal growth. Napoleon Hill is a major inspiration, but I will keep it short. Here I am with
Oh, I'm
Caroline.
so glad that you are here. We had conversations the whole summer.
Yes,
It was very inspiring to me. And I
me
wanted
too.
to mention something that, yeah, I love that very much to connect people from all over the world. And as you said, when you talked about where you lived and where you are now, I thought about the word cosmopolitan or cosmopolite.
Yes.
I don't know, but you are at home all over the world. You feel at ease.
I am. I seriously am, because I think of this planet as my home, everyone's home, and this is all I know. And the air, the tree, everything that we know, it's just on this planet for me and for others as well.
And we were
So
created from the same material, everyone. We are
yes.
all the same. And this is the one intention of the podcast is to connect people all over the
Hmm.
world. So I didn't mention this before, but because the project is expanding, so I
Right.
thought about having an interview guest from each country of this world. This would be amazing.
That's awesome. That's a brilliant idea. That is a brilliant idea. That's
Thank you so
amazing.
much. And we had already Germany, Denmark, the
Hmm.
US, we will have UK, we have Austria, or I can name it all, and
Global,
I had
global connection. I love it.
last week I had a guest from Oregon as well, and I thought about you, so I can connect you. Okay,
Thank you.
let's
Yeah.
continue with the questions. Why we
Okay.
are here is inspiration, to be inspired, to get inspired, to inspire others. So my first question is, what inspires you?
Um, that is a brilliant question. You know what? Since you mentioned having this interview, I've been thinking and rethinking the question, and what inspires, what the word really means, and inspiration meaning someone could inspire you or something can inspire you, and so who inspires me? I think a lot of people, um, authors like James Allen, um, Bob Proctor, Frances Scovel Shinn.
Yeah.
I hope I pronounced her name correctly, and Maya Angelou. Uh, who else? Rhonda Byrne. a lot of those authors inspired me. And in areas such as art, I would say Monet, Van Gogh. I could name a lot. Okay, so it's not just one thing. When you think about inspiration, I think art, music, a lot of areas, creating images with your hands physically, or even baking inspires me. So a lot of things, a lot of people, it doesn't stop. There's a wide range. Yeah.
It doesn't stop. And to mention the book from, it is Florence Scovel Shinn, yes. And
Yes.
the name is The Game of Life and How to
The
Play It. I
play,
love
yes,
this
I
book.
love that book. Yes. But there's also the magic of intuition.
Oh,
And that's a brilliant book. And the word she used and how she phrases it is just like poet. She's a poet. It's just amazing how she brings everything together, and she really inspires me with her words. I
oh,
listen. I have the audiobook for the magic of intuition. I think that's the title of it. But it's just she really inspires me. She brings a lot out, as well as the other authors. But I really love her books, the way she wrote it, and what she contributes to her listeners. The Magic Path of Intuition. That's the name of the book. I think that's next to the Game of Life and How You Play It is the Magic Path of Intuition. Those are my favorites. Yeah.
oh, this is very inspiring.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. We will all get this book and study the book from now on.
I highly recommend it. Other than Ramney's book and Napoleon's book.
Yeah, it's good
It's,
to have
yeah.
a female author as well in
Mhm.
the range of books. Okay, so
Yeah.
this was who inspires you, and we have also what inspires you. It can be a
Um,
situation or a thing or something.
right. So I think again it touches on who inspires me, because I would say the books that I read are inspirational. I get a lot of messages from them, and just taking time out as well, and focusing, whether or not it's yoga or some kind of meditation, listening to music can be an inspiration. Creating art is an inspiration for me. And what else? Even just walking out into nature and being in touch with what's around you, that's an inspiration for me. Looking at a waterfall can be inspirational, and being in touch with your inner being or yourself, being very aware is kind of inspirational to me. And there's so many different aspects. Music, bands, yeah. Just having a conversation, for example, with you right now, it gives me inspiration. Ideas come and ideas go. So it really depends. It varies depending on my mood and what I let in to my mind, into my life in general.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. About music, I had
Mm-hmm.
the inspiration to create an inspired podcast playlist, and there are two playlists now
Oh,
in
really?
Spotify. They are linked to the podcast, and one is about being lifted up. It says
Uh-huh.
lift up, and the second is relax. If you want to relax and listen to music, so I
Oh,
created
very
both.
good.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend what's her name? Um she sings Lift Me Up. Oh, it was in a movie, the Black Panther. I think it was a theme song. What's her name? I'm sorry. I can't remember, but I will text it to you. I think it was a theme song of the Black Panther movie, and I can't remember her name now. She's famous, famous young Black woman, and she sang the theme song of the Black Panther. It's called "Lift Me Up." It's such a beautiful song. I have it on my in my iTunes. So I listen to it all the time. So that's something that I could recommend for you.
Oh,
I
thank you.
also love the band Dog Star with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, you can send me all this, and we will add this to the playlist. Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
No, but there are other great art artists that you could definitely check out. Yeah. And how do I think your question, did I answer your question? I'm sorry if I
Yes.
rumbled on.
What inspires you? It was music and
Yeah.
nature and
Mm-hmm.
conversations like this one,
Mm-hmm.
and also, yeah.
Art and baking, creating,
Mhm.
um, uh, putting things together.
Yeah, creating.
Creation,
Mhm.
yes.
Okay, my next question is, how do you inspire others?
Wow, I thought about that question and a lot too. Um, I hope I inspire people, friends, family by what I share on my social media pages. Um, I tend to do a lot of positive thinking posts, and through what I love, what I would like to receive, I also like to give. And when I learn something new, I like to share. So through those actions, I hope I'm being an inspiration to someone out there. I live by my words, or I should say, what I preach, I practice. Okay. I'm not going to say something and not do it. I hope I own it. I'm responsible, and I would like that my life will express that, and be a sort of a role model for whoever needs the information, or who's there and need to receive it. Um, I'm not pretending to be something or someone that I'm not. So I am being my authentic self, and through that, I hope I'm an inspiration to others. My life can be an inspiration to others because we don't know when our time will be cut shortly, and we live, and I want that to be a gift. Our lives are gifts, and I want that to express in the way I live, the way I treat people, because it's just a natural thing for me. I think it's in my DNA and in everybody else's DNA. So it's nothing that anyone else can't do. You have to just tap into it. And sometimes we have our ups and downs, like just mountains and valleys, and we just go with the flow. So through my, again, to answer your question, through my action, through my words, and my own inspiration that I project out to the world, my own creative mind that I use to service others. I would hope that it comes off as an inspiration for others.
This was really amazing. Yes, you truly are an inspiration, especially for me. And I remember what you were sharing. And we say sharing is caring. And when you
Yeah.
were speaking, I thought about living is giving, because you
Yes.
said Yeah, you give, you receive something, you give, you
Yes.
share.
Yeah.
Mm.
We don't live, we're in this world. Sometimes we feel alone, but we're really not alone. We're all connected. We're on different paths on the same life journey. So there is a connection. There's an invisible connection. If you are aware, you can feel the connection. If you're not aware and you cut yourself off, you can't. And a lot of people are not aware. So you, me, a lot of the people who think like we do, are like-minded people. Our job is to service those people who are not connected, and it's not easy. So that's where I continue to learn and to practice and to grow. So it's a never-ending story for me. I don't know if for everyone else, but for me, it's definitely.
Yeah, because it's all about growing. And when you
Yes.
reach your goal, you set another goal and you
Yeah.
continue growing,
Hmm.
expanding, express yourself, be courageous, take the next step. This is
Yeah.
really awesome. So thank you
Yeah.
so much. And you answered already my last question. What are your gifts and talents for the world? And you began to answer that. Without knowing, I would ask you this more. And if you have a special offer to the community, or let them know how they can connect to you, please share.
Okay, so I've been through a 7 weeks grant program called PQ, which is Positive Intelligence Quotient. I hope I pronounced that right. PQ. It means it's like a different way of controlling your mind, or giving you the tools that you need to be effective in communications or building relations or business overall. So I learned about my sage and my saboteurs. So we have a program that's offered to the whole community, or everyone basically. And if anyone is interested in taking the assessment, I can send a link for that to them. It's free, and they can check out the assessment and go from there. And if they have any questions, they can reach me on Facebook, Instagram, or I'm not on. No, I'm on TikTok, but I'm not very active. But mostly Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. I have a channel there too, but it's not quite active. However, they can reach out to me and in a direct message, and I can reply and send them a copy of the link for the positive intelligence assessment, and that would be a gift to them. They're not paying for it. And I'm also connected to My Daily Choice. My Daily Choice is a multi-level marketing company. And if anyone is interested in the products or in the opportunity that we offer, I have information I can share with them. There's no charge for it. I'm just a
Oh,
messenger.
oh, thank you so much. This is generous, a free offer, free positive intelligence assessment.
Yes.
And I thought about positive intelligence PQ, and I thought about IQ. Most of the people know
Yes.
what is IQ. Then there was this book 20 years ago about, no, it's 30 years ago, about EQ,
Mhm.
emotional intelligence.
Emotional
Yeah,
intelligence.
this was very good. So now
Mhm.
we have PQ. Sounds
PQ.
very not fancy, but sounds sexy, if I may say this. Yeah, I would say this. It sounds that way. I'm
I
definitely,
agree with you. I think it sounds sexy too.
yeah, I think, yeah, I can mention this word. Yeah. So thank
But
you so
you
much.
gain the tools to give yourself a command and follow.
Yes.
Yeah. And not many people can do that. And it's there. Sorry, my cat is like he wants to go out for a walk. He's making a lot of noise. Um, it's the tools are there, and not many are aware. But the assessment gives you an introduction to the whole platform, and the author of the PQ. positive intelligence book is a brilliant man. His name is Shazad, and he will go through the whole program with anyone who is interested. So I recommend anyone who wants to follow through after the assessment can contact the support team. Yeah.
Wow, this is awesome. So they can contact me, Caroline, or Cherrian,
Yes.
the code word inspired, and then
Mhm.
we know it's being
Yes.
the podcast. We can refer them to you, and yeah, and you can connect. Please connect to Cherrian.
Definitely.
Best offer. This is generous. I love that. Yeah.
I love you
I'm
too. Thank
proud of
you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for being my guest today and being my friend on this.
I'm happy to serve. Put it that way.
Oh, and see you in the next episode.
Yay! Thank you, Caroline. Take care. Have an awesome day.
Oh,
You deserve it.
you.
Don't overwork.
Oh,
Take
thank
a
you so
break.
much.
All right. I will catch you later. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
Wow.